Hello everyone, let's start with our next session in data science, and the topic we are going to cover today will be introduction to hypothesis testing. First question is, what is hypothesis testing? Hypothesis testing is a method used to determine if there is enough statistical evidence in a sample of data to infer that a certain condition holds true for entire population. Let's understand in a simple way. Suppose we want to infer something and we cannot go to everybody, to each and every person for their opinion, right? Thus, we draw a small sample from it and we consider that observation to be true representative of the population. So we can compute mean from the sample itself and we got decent idea about the stats of the population, right? Next is, what are the key concepts in hypothesis testing? The most important key concept in hypothesis testing is null hypothesis, which is denoted as H0. See on the screen. This is the default assumption or claim about a population parameter. It usually states that there is no effect or no difference. For example, a nutritionist introduces a new diet plan and claims it's more effective for weight loss than the current popular diet. To test this claim scientifically, a study is designed where participants are divided into two groups. One follows the new diet and the other follows the popular diet. Now, in this case, what is a null hypothesis? Our null hypothesis will be the new diet plan does not lead to greater weight loss compared to the popular diet. In statistical terms, this could be stated as the mean weight loss in both diet groups is equal, right? Next is alternate hypothesis. Alternate hypothesis is denoted by H1, and this is what you aim to prove. Like, I'm the nutritionist and I want to prove that my diet is effective. So this is my alternate hypothesis. It is a statement that contradicts the null hypothesis and indicates the presence of an effect or difference. For example, the new diet plan leads to greater weight loss compared to the popular diet. Statistically, this would be the mean weight loss in the new diet group is greater than the popular diet group. I hope the basics of null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis is clear now. In this lecture, I will only cover the basics and we will deal with the more depths of null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis later as we go deeper into the lectures. What is test statistic? It is a numerical summary of a sample that is used to make inferences about the population. The type of test statistics depend on nature of data and hypothesis. For example, we have two groups of participants, one following the new diet plan and the other one following a popular diet plan. The test statistic is a numerical value calculated from the sample data that we use to make a decision about null hypothesis. It helps us to determine how far our sample statistic like mean weight loss in each group deviates from the null hypothesis. Now, we are talking about test statistic and we don't talk about p-value. It's impossible, right? So let's understand what is p-value. P-value is the probability of obtaining test results at least as extreme as the observed results. Assuming that null hypothesis is true, a small p-value, typically less than 0.05, indicates strong evidence against null hypothesis. If you have confusion, rewind a little bit and listen again. There are different type of hypothesis tests. Number one is z-test. It is used when the population variance is known and sample size is large. T-test is used when the population variance is unknown and sample size is relatively small. Chi-square test. It is used for categorical data to assess whether observed frequencies different from the expected frequencies. ANOVA. It is used to compare the means of two or more groups. I encourage all the people that are watching this video, please keep taking notes while watch this video. In this way, you will have your handwritten note and you can, refer your notes. You can watch this video again, but you need to keep revising these topics. These are very tricky topics to start with. This is the basic topics. I'll cover more examples in the later videos. Now, there are several steps in hypothesis testing. I'll take them one by one. Number one, formulate the hypothesis. Define the null and alternative hypothesis. Second is choose the significance level. Often set at 0.05. This is the probability of rejecting the null hypothesis when it's actually true. Select the appropriate t-test and calculate the test statistics based on data size, data type, and sample size. Make a decision. Compare the p-value with the significance level. If p-value is less than significance level, reject the null hypothesis. Now, what are the errors in hypothesis testing? Type 1 error. Rejecting the null hypothesis when it is actually true. Type 2 error. Failing to reject the null hypothesis when it is actually false. Real-world applications. Hypothesis testing is widely used in fields like like medicine, economics, psychology, and more to make informed decisions based on the data. Hypothesis testing is a powerful statistical tool, but it's crucial to understand its limitation and context in which it applied. This video is just a small deep dive into what is hypothesis testing and where it is used. I want you guys to watch this video over and over again at least 3 to 4 times so that you understand this topic better. Please subscribe this channel, and I want you guys to watch all the videos in series, from first video, then second, then third, then fourth, then fifth, so that you can understand the flow. Take care. Bye-bye.